Hello there and welcome back to the Black Lodge. It's me, David, drinks whiskey. I hope you're keeping well. We're in match day 20 of March Dram Madness. Can you believe it? I say this every day. I can't believe we're still going. 11 days after this left. I'm going to age. I've got a birthday coming up during this whole period. Today we have 2 bottles close to my heart, as you can see by the amount left. It was only the other night I realised, my God, if this goes all the way, really properly portion some of these bottles. A couple of people that join me on the live stream, which happens most Saturdays, check at Drinks Whiskey on Instagram. You'll probably find out if I'm going live that day. Comment saying, hey, that stag, if that stag goes the whole way at the final, you're buggered. It's not going to bias me. We'll find a way. And with that, stag. This batch is 23B, comes in at 63.9%. Up against Springbank 15, absolute classic, absolute belter of a dram. I did have a comment in the first round asking what batch this is, because I said it wasn't very sulphury. 5th of February 23, 5223. Didn't find it too sulphury. Maybe we'll see different this time. And it is a different day, different t-shirt. On the way. Do let me know if you like it. Without further ado, roll the tape. Now, stag is a deer, isn't it? Doe a deer, a female deer, up against a Springbank 15. These stats don't really matter, do they? You just want to hear the pop. For this one, I'm going to go low proof first, which means Springbank 15 is kicking off, just so it doesn't kick the arse on the percentage volume. Red fruit, berries, almost like a blueberry bramble, and brambles are blackberries for anybody not knowing. Blackcurrant, not getting sulphur in the nose at all, so I don't think this is a sulphur batch. Not getting any dunnage, not getting that funk off the bat. That could change when I go back and forward. Lovely. Sweetness is there, the front, sitting here, sitting right at the front of the palate. Dryness immediately, as soon as it gets to the back of the throat, it's dry. Yeah, very dry. There's a depth to it, and there is a maturity to the whiskey that is becoming of the experience and the years and the tradition of Springbank. Springbank is highly sought after, as we all know, when it shouldn't be. Ideally, in an ideal world, everybody would be able to drink it, get hold of it. It's a drinker's whiskey, it's delicious, and that's an example of why, and that's why a lot of people love their 15, and that's why the sulphur conversation came up, because a lot of people were pissed off that the batches went, the quality control went a wee bit funny for a wee while there. So this is obviously the February batch 23, and if you want to know, it's just there's a little kind of dot matrix, almost printer bit on the back of your bottle. You can check. Wonderful, just fantastic. Stag, for that proof, my nose should be like with vapour. Granted, the bottle is been through, but that's not been a long time. That bottle's been sitting like that. Sweetness, all your normal bourbon notes. I'm not going to bore you by going through all the normal bourbon notes, but you know what I mean. Volume's turned up to 14, rich, grabs your tongue, squeezes the sides. I feel like my mouth has got, and it's astringent, drying, clawing at the back of the throat, and there's a sweetness, and that's the proof. Without a doubt, that's the alcohol. God, I feel like my voice could go up an octave. It's so tightening on the throat, lingers in the mouth. An experience for sure, absolutely. Springbank 15 is still there, it's still here, and it's still there. I normally edit all that out, but with a whiskey of that proof, by doing that and getting some oxygen in and getting that air in, it's opened it up for me. It made it much more pleasant. I was getting all the notes I was wanting. I was getting the sweetness, I was getting the cherry, I was getting the oak, I was getting the charcoal, I was getting everything that I wanted out of it. The mash bill, the inherent, there's a reason people love stag, and there's a reason people love George T stag, especially from BTAC. There's just something they do over there at Buffalo Trace where it just pulls out these flavours, and it's sweet, and it lies there. And I appreciate, I keep looking down, it's just because it's filter through your thoughts of what's going on with that. The complexity and the depth is there, and it's a proper, I think someone that really enjoys sitting with a dram and spending a lot of time with a whiskey would love sitting with a stag, would love it. You could have hours of fun, but we're not here for hours. Like, palate cleanse. Back to the Springer. There's your dunnage, there's your warehouse. That's your Bruno Mars, right there. Still getting those fruits, berry fruits. A lot more subdued. That's going to happen when it's up against something with that proof point. My tongue can't even recover that quick. I'm just giving you quotes upon quotes, aren't I? It's there. It's the front of the palate. A little bit of woody. The fruit's kind of struggling to get through a wee bit, but on the nose and everything about it, it's tough. Tough one. It's really tough, to be fair. I can only go off what I'm tasting right now. The nose on that, jeez, oh, just gets better in the glass. Yeah. I can only go off what I want to do. I've literally switched 3 times in my mind about who I'm going to pick. Oh, this is a nightmare. This is genuinely really hard. And it's not because I'm worried about what you guys are saying. I don't care. This is, you know, this whole premise is about just a palate, competition, time and place. There's no right or wrong. On one hand, you've got that warehouse and that funk and all that and the fruits. And on the other, you've got this vibrant sweetness. It's so vibrant. And it's the mood you're in and what are you doing and what's your day and it's so overwhelming though. So then you get that, you're trying to work it in your head, like the handicap to it. What should I up the Springbank 15 to be? Oh, I was really hoping this wouldn't be the case. I was really hoping, but I've got to go with my choice. Stag, congratulations, made it through. I was really hoping it wouldn't be the battle of the proof, and it feels like that's what's happening in these knockout stages, but unfortunately Springbank 15, that means you're dead. I'm really sad about that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Till tomorrow. Cheers.